Bye.
Bye.
What is up, everybody? I hope that everybody is having a wonderful Thanksgiving. I just got done watching last night Hamnet, and it's one of the most beautiful movies I've seen all year. And I'm going to tell you right now, before we go and get into the review, that this is a 10 out of 10 for me, hands down. This might potentially be my movie of the year. I've got to look at some other things. Got to do some rewatches. I want to go see this again for sure. But this movie floored me. So Hamnet stars Jesse Buckley and Paul Mescal, I think it's Mescal, whatever, as Agnes and William Shakespeare. And the basic plot is kind of is boiling down to Shakespeare and his wife Agnes celebrate the birth of their son Hamnet and their growing family, because Hamnet's a twin to another girl, and they always have an oldest girl. But Hamnet dies, and that grief eventually inspires William to write the most timeless masterpiece ever, Hamlet. Now, this movie is based on the novel Hamnet, and it's produced by Steven Spielberg, Sam Mendes, and directed by Chloé Zhao, who I really, really, really love. And I'm a huge fan of hers. Every time she gets behind the camera, she just kind of paints with it. She doesn't really just feel like she's making movies, right? She sculpts them, like even like something like Eternals, which I know gets a lot of crap on, feels unique compared to all the MCU, right? So, and just like that, this film looks incredible. Color grading, the softness of mixed with emotional rawness in this movie. It's definitely one of the most beautiful films of the year. Chloé Zhao brings that Nomadland quietness and that poetic framing, and it works really, really well. This movie is about love, memory, loss, and grief, all that kind of stuff, just boiling in a pot. And obviously people are talking about Jessie Buckley, and they should. She gives one of the most powerful performances of the entire year. This is her movie through and through. She is the anchor and the soul of this film. She is now my front runner to win the Oscar if I was voting. She's excellent in this movie. I do want to also give a shout out to Paul as well, because I haven't seen nearly enough people really talk about his performance, at least leading up to this film. He is incredible in this. You feel the grief weighing on him like a physical object. You feel that guilt, the distance between him and Agnes, complicated love, going through losing a child. He really brings so much softness to Shakespeare, because at the end of the day, he is the one that writes this play. And for me, it completely worked. And even like that, the kid who plays Hamnet, very, very good. And that's what's so funny, because this isn't really a spoiler saying it. I feel weird saying it, but it's not really a spoiler, because you know he's going to die in this movie. And so when you get to the death scene, even though you know it's coming, it just hits like a truck. It's rare for a death scene, especially one that you are expecting. Like, it's like reading a book. Like, it's like reading Hunger Games. Like, I know who's going to die in the next Hunger Games. And it's probably not going to hit the same. But in this movie, people were crying in this theater. I haven't experienced that in years. Like, I heard sniffles. People were blowing their nose. It was crazy. Like, it was wild. There was a man who, like, leaned on his wife and she was, like, holding him. And, like, she was crying and shaking. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy how sad this scene is. And I really love that the first 35 to 40 minutes are almost a love story between William and Agnes, showing how they meet, how he's like a teacher to these other kids, and like where she works and this and that, like with her family and stuff like that. And this movie is really not about him as the icon. It's not obsessed with his plays or his fame or anything like that, supposed genius. It's really Agnes's story. It's a story of a woman who raises her children alone, pretty much, because he is kind of moved off to London. He's coming back and forth, clearly, but he's there for a long time, every time he goes. And it's the story of a mother losing her child. It's the story of an emotional fallout of Shakespeare himself, and that kind of how he's running from that. And all of that, the marriage, the loneliness, the distance, the resentment, it really makes the later scenes so much heavier. It really reframes Hamlet itself, and it reframes Shakespeare, and it reframes grief. On top of all of that, I think this movie really nails the period drama aesthetic. The costumes are gorgeous. Sets are very beautiful, like I've already said. The little details, too, of like rural family life are stunning. There's a lot of scenes earlier on where like Shakespeare comes back and he tells his son he has to leave, right? It's like his last time seeing Hamnet alive. And after his death, it just really starts hitting a lot, because he is a good father when he's there, right? But he has to go do what he's doing. And I think this movie is stacked, just like every other movie this year. You know, earlier on, I was like, this could be top 15, top 10. Now I'm like going back and forth, is it number one for me? And I just think movies this year are just so good. I say this a lot. I'm not even going to say who, but I had like a negative video where somebody was talking like how not to do a movie review. And it was because I had a negative review for, The Family Plan 2. And I was just sitting there thinking like, dude, I give movies a lot of praise. And even the bad ones, I still tell you to go watch them because it's subjective. But for me, this is a 10 out of 10 easy. The emotion is outstanding. Bring your tissues. Go watch this film. it's awesome. And just like I always say too, I think 2025 is one of the best years for movies. I think it's going to go down for that. A lot of people like to, say the usual. I talk about this all the time, where they're like, oh, Hollywood doesn't make originals. And I get this is based on a book, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying like Hollywood doesn't make really good movies and this and that, whatever. I can name off right now 40 or 50 great to amazing movies that have came out this year. And out of that 40 to 50, I can name off about 20 masterpieces. This year's been incredible. Even on a Netflix front, I heard the new Knives Out's great. Frankenstein was awesome. And so it's just one of those things where if you're saying that, you're just purposely ignoring all the good stuff that comes out this year. This movie really moved me. It's amazing. And so yeah, with that, like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Never forget for a moment